Hello guys and girls, welcome to episode 6 of my ultra hardcore survival Minecraft series. This is the first episode since we tackled and completed the end. In this episode we are going to be building our first house in this world after 5 episodes of not having a completed starter house, which is a first for me. It's a bit weird, but we're going to get into it today. Before we begin building the house, we have 2 things to do. Collect the materials that should build it. This includes items needed to craft black concrete and a lot of obsidian, plenty of black stone and some crimson wood. Secondly, we need to move all the items from our base in the desert biome into the mushroom biome. I've decided that this biome would be better for the series as it's mob spawn proof and also gives us a long-term project to turn the entire island into something beautiful. As always, enjoy the video, subscribe if you like this style of content, comment any suggestions to improve the series, and finally, I hope that you have a great day. I've come to the conclusion that my mending villager has either 1. Died, 2. Disappeared, or 3. Lost its suit or whatever you may call it, because this one seems to be wandering in the direction where it is. So maybe this is the villager, but because I haven't locked it in, because I haven't traded enough of it, it lost the mending. Because if this converts now into 1, I will know. Yep, okay. So it's going to have lost its mending. Yep. So I lost the mending one. I didn't lock it in. Oh, okay. So I may have to mess about in the future to keep make sure it stays locked to it. Because I think it's because it's so far away from the village, and it could get out of here that it lost the interest to it. I may just try to lock one of these over there into a mending one. I don't really need to grind out to get mending this current second in time, to be honest. I would have only added it onto my sword and my boots, which isn't honestly the biggest worry, our biggest concern right now. But my current concern is to go collect some materials in the nether, so whilst I'm over here, I'm going to go collect materials in the nether for our building. It feels nice being able to fly in the nether. Oh, I'll tell you that much. So much travelling that I had to do without elytra in the nether. It just does look so cool now, being able to do it like this. But no, so what we need to gather up whilst I'm flying about here, I'll try not to die, is these trees. Essentially I just need to get a load of logs from these trees. So the good thing about these trees is there's actually a load of 3x3 ones. I don't even know if you call them 3x3s. There's just less than 3x3. Well, 4 blocks less than 3x3, but it's much better than just mining up one tree at a time. And all I do is switch them like this because I want this variant. I don't want the blood dripping type of coursing through it. I don't really want that effect on it. I just want it to be nice smooth wood. Okay, so there's a bastion here. I'm not sure if this is one that I've actually checked out before. I'm not sure if it is, so I'm gonna just check it out. And obviously with the elytra now, I can kind of negate some damage and fly past stuff. Okay, so it is one more I've looted. Well, not looted, I've checked out. Definitely gonna kill you just because I don't trust you. But yeah, I'm basically gonna just grab whatever loot's in the chest and I'm just gonna absolutely fly away. Make sure I've got plenty of these on me. I'm going to take a regen as well before I even open up the chest. But yeah, I think now I can risk it, especially with the regen. I'm kind of scared because it sounds like there's so many of them somewhere. Okay. Soul Sea Spook. Cold. Okay, just take everything. And fly away. Okay, I'm just hoping I'm not aggroed constantly by other pigmen about, but I'm going straight to my pile anyways. And I'm surprised I managed to get back here in one piece and figure out the direction. There didn't seem to be anything of interest there, but I think, yeah, it's just going from nighttime to daytime. The elytra is literally so useful, like, it is literally game changing, and I'm so happy I've managed to get them finally. I know I'm repeating this, but I'm very, very happy. Soul Speed boots, I guess it's actually quite useful, so I can combine them with these ones. I'm going to do that now. Combine them with them, and then obviously I have Soul Speed whilst I'm in the nether. Okay, I need 18 levels before I do it, but definitely I'm going to be doing that. So that was quite useful to loot, I guess. And we got some gold, so can't complain with gold at all. I'm just coming back from the XP farm. I have upgraded my axe. I've also upgraded, I believe, my helmet slightly. And I've just been getting a few levels, and this is why I didn't know if it was night or not. So I could do this. Whee! Okay. Okay, yeah, I see mobs about. Okay, yeah, okay, let's take that. Let's just fly away somewhere and put the bed down. Yeah, welcome back. And oh, okay, now I've got other issues. I don't know where he is. Yeah, he's over here. Okay. Somewhere over here. Oh, Jesus, he came very close. Okay. Basically I just wanted stuff to despawn, but I don't think that's going to very much so happen. Oh. Okay. Quickly, sleep. Please don't blow up. Just nothing blow up on me. Okay. Let's just go over here, get stuff despawning. And then I can carry on. But basically, yeah, my axe, efficiency 5. I got an efficiency book from it, from the place. Put aqua affinity and respiration 3 on the helmet, which is very useful. Haven't got any unbreakings yet. I upgraded the pickaxe what I had, which was nearly broken, which was just efficiency 4 into an efficiency 5. I needed an unbreaking for that as well. Then I need the mending books. But yeah, I've come back up to the surface because I've got some shulker boxes. These are the first shulker boxes I have had, and I'm currently kind of concerned where my mobs are. I mean, my mobs. I came up here to trade with them. Okay, there's one over here. Did they just run away? Okay, that wasn't the one that I wanted to trade with. Huh. Okay, that's interesting. So I'm going to have to try and find where these are. But I came up here with string in these shulker boxes to trade. Obviously, I'll get some XP from it as well at the same time, so I'll be able to enchant. Yeah, they just seem to come over here at night, and then they're like, oh, okay, we'll travel all the way over here now. Just to make you happy. So, after almost trading all of the string, yep, you saw, I've got quite a lot of emeralds, which is quite a nice amount. It's obviously not not nearly enough for a beacon, but it's still a good start to it, and I mean, we do actually have a lot more iron than that, but it's a good start. And do you mind? They really do need. You need to learn how to open the door and not spam it. All right. Okay. Ignore these. But yeah, we do have quite a lot of blocks now. So we have, I mean, maybe not that much gold compared to what we used to have, but we do have a few gold blocks, and we've got quite a lot of emeralds and iron blocks. Obviously, this is just the start. The more AFKing I get doing, the more string I can get, and then obviously once I do end up getting a zombie, trapping these, reducing their trade, so then we get more emeralds, and I'm looking forward to it. Obviously, we can also make a lot of these, so because we do have a village nearby, we could just put a load of beds down, and they will eventually breed up. We basically need one farmer. Yes, a farmer. So we need a farmer to be growing the crops and feeding the villagers to get them to breed. Because I don't think we actually have a farmer one over there. Okay, so before we actually start building a house, I'm wanting to create a moat around the house. But with the moat, I want it to be a bit more of a magical type of moat. I don't want it to just be water. So I have an idea. It's going to take quite a bit of material, so I'm going to have to go down and I'm going to have to collect a lot of sand and gravel because I need a bit of concrete to make some black concrete. So that means I'm also going to have to find a lot of squids and kill all the squids. So it may be a bit of a pain to do with that, but I'm definitely overly prepared for it because yes, I have this many shulker boxes. I do need a few more in the future, but it's not too many. That's a lot for now. And obviously I've got the ender chest, so I can place it down, pick them up, fill them up, and I've also got a silk touch pickaxe now, so I'll be able to do that quite easily. And I just need to fly a bit further away from here, start collecting some sand. I need to try find a gravel biome because I don't think I ever found one before. But now I've got the elytra, it shouldn't be too much of an issue. I just have to be considerate of how far away I am. I've obviously got the rockets, so there's plenty of rockets, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue. So yeah, I'm going to be travelling a bit. I'm going to be collecting materials. I'm probably just going to do like a quick time lapse of it. I don't know whether or not you guys are ready for this. I did not realise this was even a thing in the game. I knew the portals, which are partially made, or generated with 1.16 were a thing, but I did not realise there was giant ones. Like, look how big this portal is. Like, look at it. Like, how many blocks long is this? 5, 6 blocks. That is huge. I thought the ones that I found before were like more complete, but I mean, it doesn't have much different other than maybe some golden carrots, but that is massive. Like, this would be such a cool epic portal. But yeah, I mean, it's something what I've found, at least I could say that. I didn't expect this to actually be a thing, but it is a very, very cool structure. It does make me want to make something very epic for a portal in the future and have it looking similar to this. We will see what happens with the portal, because I've got a few ideas, especially to fit the theme of the kind of a magical fairy tale type vibe. This is probably one of the most random things I've actually seen in Minecraft before, but as you can see here in this clip, I found a crazy amount of squid spawning, so I took good advantage of that and got plenty of ink sacks for the dye. So I might come back to this spot in the future and make a squid farm just because the spawn rates was so high. All I can say right now is I am beyond excited, and there's a reason behind this, because I have been travelling a lot of 1,000 blocks. I got shot by a skelly, don't you worry, I'm going to survive. But yeah, I've been travelling probably nearly 100,000 blocks in total, and a lot of hours have gone into it. But if you look just over here, there's a tree, and it's a jungle biome. It's a bamboo as well. Oh, I'm actually quite excited about this. And there's a little portal over there. Screw the portal. Oh my god, I finally found a jungle biome. And there's pandas. Oh, this is wonderful. Oh, you don't understand how much effort has gone to just find this. And it's not even like that important now. Like, the bamboo is quite important to make scaffolding. And obviously I want to use the jungle wood trees. It's a good way to farm up, quite easy, get quite a lot of wood from it. It's also a nice material in certain aspects, and pandas are just kind of cool. But let's see how many blocks. See, it's 5,000 blocks away from where spawn is, which isn't honestly that bad, but I wouldn't have known, obviously, unless I flew about like I have done, and I'm glad I found it. So I'm going to harvest up a few things here and get away back. Obviously, if you haven't seen, we did get a lot of gravel and sand and a lot of ink sacks. So yeah, moving day is upon us. Here we are, mushroom biome, shulker boxes. I need to go collect everything, and I'm going to fly through the nether, and it'll be a quick circuit, and we shall have all our stuff here back in our base. And I believe it's, yeah, there we go, easy. So I may or may not have a slight chest monster. There's a few shulker boxes here, and then some of the ones that I'm actually going to be using, quite useful ones. I don't know how to keep them going. I know what I'm saying. And now I've got some maps, and I want to try cover this entire place with the maps, just so I can have a look at where's the best spots to build. just from above as well, so it'd be quite useful, so I'm going to do that. The sun is just rising, and it's a weird feeling that the sun is rising and I didn't actually go to sleep because I don't have to sleep here, which is so nice, and that is the entire reason why I'm here. And I've realised you can actually expand out, so when you click F3 it tells you what biome you're in. But yeah, so you can tell if it's a mushroom biome or not. So along here there's bits which say mushroom shores, and then there's also bits what say ocean. So I've been coming up and just checking which blocks are the mushroom shores and which ones are the oceans. So obviously I can expand out, so I've actually managed to get quite a bit of extra land along here. So I'm just marking it off with grass at the moment just because it's quite stand out, but I think I will eventually turn them into like little beaches. And obviously as long as I have the blocks which are part of the mushroom biome on here, and then I can just have the other ones in the water, nothing will still spawn, so it should be pretty safe. So yeah, the thing is I'm going to have to end up doing this around the entire island. And that took me quite a while just doing it on there, and it took up quite a lot of blocks, so it's definitely going to be a very, very long project, this, to say the least. But I do need to figure out, especially looking at here. But if I look here, I'll show you here. So this is what it looked like before. And if I go and update it now, you'll see it change quite drastically. Is it even this bit? Or am I looking at the wrong bit? I think that's that bit. Oh, God's sake. Yeah, no, so definitely wrong bit. Just ignore that ever happened. It is this bit. Is it? Yes, it's that bit. Okay. Here. Oh, okay. There we go. It's already updated. See, that's quite a lot of extra land, and if I end up expanding out here, this entire bit might actually be mushroom biome, so might end up having a bit more land. I think it does create kind of a cool shape as well. So I think if the beaches go around here and it's all sand, like similar to this, and then have the green land, definitely think that'd be pretty cool. And it's such a nice green colour as well, so I do look forward to this. It's going to take a long time, so it's going to be a very, very long series. Just doing this island alone, like, I don't necessarily have to just stick to this island, but I'm definitely going to build this up as much as I possibly can. So at the moment I'm looking at this map and I'm trying to think where I want this little base to go, because I don't want it to be one of the main big buildings, because I do really want to make some large magical looking buildings, and I do want to have mushrooms around as well. I do want to keep the mushrooms, but I just want to have the grass still, and I want to have, I think I'm going to go a dark oak route. I know a lot of people would probably go over jungle route, but I think that's been done so many times. I think I'm going to go with the dark oak, but create some custom trees with it and make some really, really big custom dark oak wood trees. I think that would be really cool, personally. Or go down the route of spruce as well, because spruce is also a very dark colour, so one of the two. And then I don't know what the leaves actually look like in this biome. I don't know if they pop even more like the grass does, so something to learn. I'm very excited, and I'm trying to think. I don't want it to be central, like I was saying. I think I want something else to be very central, like a central hub type area. Maybe off to one of the coasts, so maybe like have it down towards the bottom over there, have my house. I don't know. I think I've just come up with probably the greatest plan. On one of these islands I can do it, because it's only a small building, and then I could use some form of bridge or lily pads to come across, and also when I'm placing what I'm wanting to do is the moat. Obviously this already has a moat around, and then I'd literally just have to cover it and nothing could spawn on top of the moat. So I think this could be it, this one over here. Either this one or potentially this one's a bit closer, so this might work out better, but it's a bigger island, so I won't want to waste it. And then these ones are also slightly bigger. So I'm back on this island again. I've come to the conclusion that this is actually the best island. I know this is still looking kind of a bit odd, just because this is the only bit which is actually well, it's not mainland, it's the non-mushroom biome. But I think I could potentially cover that over by making a bit of a hilly area, or just actually using some of the mushroom blocks on it? I don't know, because I don't want to be building over there because it's not spawn friendly. I could make it spawn friendly potentially by pathing it, so just having paths only, or using some slabs or something, or just completely tearing it down. That would also work, so I don't know what I want to do with that. But I think this is going to be where the island is. Obviously I just need to quickly grass it over, and I think I might have to change also the way that the house looks, only ever so slightly, because I did have it originally using sandstone and I don't know whether or not it'll look right, so I might have to use a bit of a darker blocks, bit more darker blocks, just because it's not going to look right otherwise, I don't think. So I'm gonna kind of expand out, see how much land I can actually have on here. So I've actually expanded the island and it's actually a bit bigger than I thought it would be. Well, it's quite a lot bigger than I thought it would be. But I can still make work of it. I can just make it so it kind of actually rises up a bit. I think I might make the moat around it because it does have quite a cool, unique shape. I feel like having something like here is like a reasonable height, so I think I could maybe terraform it up a little bit. After a very, very long time of rebuilding this and recreating it to look good exactly for this island, and the design that I've gone with is a bit more of a darker theme. This is a few days after I've actually recorded building it, and I've actually now finally got the replay mod, and I've decided to support them using their Patreon. So if you wonder how I got the replay mod, that is how I got it. I've decided to get it just because it seems to be refraining me at the moment from doing the content what I want, so it's for a good cause, and obviously it's going to help me out and help this channel grow. So I'm going to turn around, I'm going to reveal the final build, and hopefully you guys actually like what it looks like. So you're going to see some cinematics of me running about, and this is how we're going to kind of be going from now on. So let me turn around, and boom, I'm actually very happy with it. As you can tell, it's a bit different to actually how it was when I was doing a little quick speed run time lapse, and obviously I didn't have the replay mod whilst building it, so unfortunately you can't see that. But yeah, I'm super happy. This took so long to do this because I had to mine down, had to clear out water without any sponges. I'm really happy with the design. We've got this really cool island, which is the black stone. We've got a mixture of stairs, we've got a mixture of walls, and we've also got some slabs, and we've got some chains dangling down. So if you want to know how you do this, you basically just have a layer of glass, a gap, another layer, a gap, another layer, and then so on. And I think there's 6 layers of glass here, and then at the bottom layer you have either torches or glowstone, some form of lighting, and then carpets on top of them. So that's what gives this kind of fog effect. I unfortunately can't actually install Optifine whilst using the replay mod at the moment because it's a completely different launcher what I have to use, so I can't have the connected glass textures. So if anybody has any suggestions of what actual texture packs, I've been trying to find any good ones which show the glass and it's connected, but I don't really seem to find any. So yeah, it would look a lot better when it's connected, but at the moment it still looks good, and I'm still happy with the fog effect it kind of gives. It obviously will look a lot better once I get some connected textures for these. But that being said, I'm very happy with this island. We've got the lanterns lighting it up. It doesn't really need to be lit up, and this crying obsidian also has light what it emits. I think there's like 5 stacks of obsidian here, which is ridiculous, to say the least. I basically just went to the end and I mined down one of the towers. That's all I had to do. I didn't even, well, it wasn't even one tower, it's literally like 3 blocks in a tower, so I've still got a lot of obsidian there to collect. Obviously this is all the dark concrete, black concrete, what I was saying, so it kind of gives the same effect. I might end up having some more obsidian pieces in the upper ones just so it kind of fades in a bit and it's not as abrupt. But that being said, onto the actual main bit of the build. So the island probably took the longest to do, and then the actual build itself didn't take too long. The interior did take a while, but if you're curious as to what blocks these actually are, these are coral blocks. So if you quickly have a look, I'll try not to destroy anything, but it's a full coral block. I've kind of got some slabs so it doesn't look too abrupt between the black and the colour, so I wanted it to kind of be like a brighter mycelium, which I think it kind of fits the effect and it kind of fits the theme of the colour. You basically need this to be touching a water block, so underneath it I have some stairs like this, and it's water blocked. It's basically stairs, and now you can fit water sources inside of the stairs, so I can face it away like that, and it works fine. It's a bit of a pain for certain areas like this. I've had to kind of create some form of design for it, but yeah, I'm quite happy with the exterior, and this is what I've changed up. So originally I did have it so it was just the mushroom blocks, and I just had a load of different stripped logs along here, but I kind of think this theme is going to be better because I've actually designed what the bridge I want to have coming across here. So I wanted some form of access here because at the moment, as you can see, I've only got 1 firework left, and the next project for the next video is actually going to be us creating a creeper farm, and I've designed it over there. So it's going to be quite nearby, and I think it will be spawning in quite a lot of creepers even when we're just walking about, because obviously this is a mushroom biome, so there ain't going to be that much spawning in the caves below, or if any, below the actual island, so it'll only be around the ocean, so it should have decent enough rates, to be honest. So the creeper farm's going to be over there. But back to this build, I keep on getting distracted. Yeah, so I've decided to go with stone, cobblestone, and then I've gone for the stone bricks just because I can actually use stairs and I can give it a bit more depth, whereas I was struggling with depth when I was just using full blocks. So I'm quite happy with the entrance. I do want to add some other stuff which I actually have designed, just some trapdoors here and there. So it's not the complete design for the exterior, for this lower part, but the upper part is pretty complete. I've got the roof, which is a very, very nice design, which I do like with the logs, and then I've got the little chimney. And the interior is also what I'm very happy with. There's one part of the build which still isn't complete, and that is the basement. So I was going to keep it a secret, but I haven't completed the basement yet. I actually need some slime blocks, so I need to make some sticky pistons because I want to make a hidden basement here, where I'll be pressing that and then this will come back, and then if you do that it'll go back, if that makes any sense. Basically this block is just going to be moving back and forth, and you'll be able to go down to the basement, and it's going to be a very cool basement. I'm not going to ruin the design, but I'm very happy with what it does look like. We just need to get the slime, so I think maybe obviously we want to do the creeper farm. We also need to do a bamboo farm as well. Not a bamboo. We need to also do a sugarcane farm to go with it. But for the interior here, it is very nice. It's very kind of, functional. That's kind of the way I like to do my builds. So we've got some chests, we've got hidden barrels to kind of have some functionality to them. We've got anvil, so we've got most of the stuff we actually need down here. We've got the repair. I don't even know what you even do. A stone cutter, I believe. Is that a stone cutter? I don't even know. But and then we've got these bookshelves. We've actually got these, which looks like empty bookshelves. And what these are, I believe, what's the word for them? I'm just going to still touch it because I cannot remember the name. A loom, okay. So basically what you do with the loom is you face it away from it, and you don't have the front texture of it, you just have the back textures, and it looks like an empty bookshelf, which is very, very nice. One thing what I have used within this build is using trapdoors. So trapdoors are very, very useful to create more space within a build, because usually if you have a staircase, it'll take up quite a lot of space, and even if you do a full block, it will kind of reduce the amount of depth to the build, and this kind of really does help. Obviously I can't help it with the block being there, but I'm really happy with the design for the downstairs. And then obviously the middle floor It's also one of my very, very favourite parts, which is the bedroom, and it has this little comfy area which I can sit on here, and I've just got a little fireplace, so it's very functional, and it actually goes all the way up to the top, and then that's where the chimney comes out of the top of the building, so it does suit the building. And then we've got the bed, which is a very cool design. It's basically just a regular bed, but obviously it's not functional. We've just got the wall blocks, and then we've actually got the wool, what do you call it, carpets, that's the word, wool carpets. We've got this backboard part here, which is also very, very nice. The backboard essentially is just, again, the trapdoors, but it does create a bit of space here, so you can actually see through the windows, just to look out. And then we've got, this is kind of like a bedside table, and then we've just got a little lever here. We've got a few buttons here and there just to give a bit of texture to the wall. And then we've got this TV, which I'm very happy with this TV. I don't know whether or not you'd actually have a TV in this era, which I am currently playing. I don't know what era I'm building in. It's a very modern, it's not modern, it's very, I don't even know, it's just a very magical area. So I don't know whether or not TVs, but they have TVs. Okay, I'm just creating that exception. They have TVs. So basically we've got like a little garden bit, I don't even know what to call it, just plant pot area, but it's not in plant pots. Yeah, got it out the window, just kind of gives it a bit of character. And then we've got the armor sets, they're the boots what we actually use in the Nether. And then yeah, so the TV, back to the TV quickly. So it's basically just a painting, and then again trapdoors, but these are dark oak trapdoors, and this is actually spruce. So we're using different types of trapdoors. We've actually got trapdoors again here, which are just the oak ones, so got a lot of different textures in here. And then these are trapdoors on the roof again, so I'm using the trapdoors quite a lot. I wish there was more variants of the trapdoors just to create more depth, because they're such a nice functional block because they're so thin compared to the other ones. But yeah, this area along here, I don't actually want to have this clock here, but for now I have it here just because I don't have anything there and I wanted to fill up the space. But you can see there's little what do you call it, item frames, and the item frames are going to be basically filled up with CDs. I think that's what they call them. I'm pretty sure they're just called CDs or discs, and then you can play the music in a jukebox. So I want to basically make something maybe with a creeper farm, where we have certain skellies, shoot them and kill them, and basically just finish them off, and then we can get a load of CDs and make a collection wall here, which would be pretty cool. This is also a very cool little functioning thing. Unfortunately, I don't have any like miniature blocks to create a mushroom, so I just wanted to basically make a mini mushroom inside just to kind of bring the outdoors inside. It's a bit of a weird thing, but yeah, so it's just the end rod with mushroom block. And then we've got the upstairs, which is probably my favourite bit of the build, just because of how cool it looks. It's kind of the loft area, and basically all we've got is cobwebs to make it kind of look like it's not being cleaned. And then we've got these vines growing down, which is from the 1.16 update. Kind of just makes it look a bit more magical, I guess, which is very what I'm going for. Again, we've got the grass block, and then we've got some more corrupt, I think there's corrupt roots or something along them lines. I'm not 100% sure, don't quote me on that. But yeah, we've got shulker boxes full of stuff. We've also got some barrels what we start to fill up, and I do eventually want to replace all these shulker boxes just with barrels, and then I can actually use shulker boxes like these to just collect. And basically when I'm going for a mining trip, I can just use them. I can fill it up in here and then take an end chest with me and still touch it up. So that's what I will eventually be doing. However, I'm very happy with the design. I do want to add some few tweaks here and there. I also want to get the blue roots. I don't know what you call them, but basically they grow upwards, and then it creates kind of a bit more of a colour change. Instead of it being just red and purple, it has the blue as well, so red and blue equals purple. So that's kind of the theme, what's going on up here. But overall, yeah, I'm very, very happy. Yeah, that happened. I just fell down the wrong trapdoor. I mean, it's not like I take fall damage. Got fair falling, so it shouldn't be too bad. Got plenty of health as well. But yeah, the one good thing about a mushroom biome, which I haven't really gone over too much, is the fact how no mobs spawn here. And that is just perfect, especially for my world, just because I don't have to sleep at night as well. Phantoms do spawn, but I think that's only if you're walking about without a block above your head. So as long as I'm not doing that, and phantoms aren't too much of an issue, to be honest, as long as I've got my bow and my arrow. I don't even have an arrow on me, but yeah, a bow and sword, I should be fine killing them. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed this this build. I'm very excited to carry on the build and have a bridge, so I'm going to have a bridge that swoops along here. Ooh, we've got a bit of rain going on. But yeah, I've got a bridge which is going to swoop along here, and then I've got another building designed over there. So I was originally kind of stuck on what type of bridge to go for. I was thinking of potentially like a lily pad, but just didn't fit the build. But the bridge design, what I've done, I've took a lot of hours into Creative World and to build the other building as well. And I think I've come up with a theme what I want to actually keep going. So I'm not going to ruin it too much. But for the next episode, I'm going to concentrate on building the creeper farm first. And then potentially might build the bridge as well. So hopefully that is what happens.